Well, hello there team. We finally got a nice day and a day off, and so we're going to take a moment to introduce you to Alexander, the newest member of our Car Next Door fleet. Well, fingers crossed, he's going to be going on Car Next Door. He's got a few little things that need to be done. Been driving around for the last 2 or 3 weeks and seems okay. He's actually going to go off to the mechanics this afternoon to get a full inspection. As I've always said, I'm not a mechanic, and so I don't trust myself to check all these things properly, but there are a few issues that are probably within my realm. But for now, I'm going to introduce you. We'll take a walk around. He's exactly as he was when we took delivery of him, and hopefully in the next few days he'll be ready to go out and earn his keep. So let's go say hi to Alexander. So I started by looking for a sort of early to mid 2000s Toyota Camry, Toyota Corolla type thing. And for some reason, we've ended up with another Lexus, this one is the es300. It's a 2002, and it's basically just a Toyota Camry with a fancy dress on. So happy with that. She seems in pretty good cosmetic condition. It's a little dirty at the moment, but you can see the body's pretty straight, pretty clean. Everything seems to be about the same inside. There are a few little issues though, so I'll show you what we found so far. Here's the inside. So as you can see, same story as the outside. Pretty good condition, a little dirty here. We had a messed up mat on the floor here, so the only things that have changed is we've ripped that mat up. Also, there was a pretty manky steering wheel cover on here, so we've ripped that off too. Other than that, it's as it was when I picked it up. We'll get a new steering wheel cover because this isn't good enough, but I still prefer it over what was there. But the things we have found is the stereo doesn't make any noise. I think, or I hope, fingers crossed, it's either going to be a fuse or the amp. So being an aftermarket stereo, maybe it's damaged the amp or something, but potentially bypass it. If we got lucky, it's a fuse or a loose connection. We'll see if we can work that out. Unfortunately, the AC doesn't blow cold, so that's a bummer. That's going to need to be regassed and potentially diagnosed for leaks. They're the main sort of accessories things. Oh, there's one more thing. The bump stop for the mirror has failed, so that's fun. We could do that just by using a hand as a bump stop. So if we fold it all the way in and fold it out again, it'll stop where it needs to stop. But probably for now we'll just disconnect the fuse on the automatic mirrors or something like that. And that's about it. Cosmetically and accessories. Mechanically, we've got a little bit of a knock in the front suspension. So maybe something to do in there, but the mechanics will find that out. He's going for a full safety inspection this afternoon and just a general checkup. Had to move out of the sun. That's the problem here. It's either cold and rainy or hot and sunny. There doesn't seem to be any kind of happy medium. So we're in the garage now. That's most of the stuff going on. Only other things I can show you, this little mess around the trim here. It looks like maybe this was a smoker or something at some point. Someone had a cigarette in their hand, knee up there or something like that. And then we got 2 keys, which is good, but one of them, the one with all the remotes, the case is all busted, so we can replace that too. But it's a nice car though. It starts and runs and drives really good, except for the couple of little bumps in the suspension. Bye-bye mirror. So let's have a listen. There we are. Nice and quiet. Runs real smooth. Looks like it's been well kept. It's got higher kilometers, but nothing too scary for a looked after Toyota. And that's about all I can tell you. So we're gonna give it a quick clean. I'm gonna try and fix that key, maybe find the fuse for the mirror, and maybe pull the glove box and just fiddle with the connections for the amp, and then take it off to the mechanics. We're going to go for a quick win here. Hopefully one of the easy ones is this key. I've already ordered a replacement shell. The key works, all the buttons work, we've tested them, so it's just the shell that's gone bad. So I'm going to pull the shell off this one and put that one on. So there's our new shell. Someone's already tried to glue this. Hopefully we'll be able to get through the glue on that one and pull this apart. Let's see how we go. Well, that was nice and easy. It was just a little pressure fit, nothing too bad. Looks like the new one has a a new cover for it too. It also came with some buttons if we need them, but as I say, all our buttons seem to be working. Had to get a bit aggressive with it, but we've managed to separate the old key from the old mangled shell. It was all kind of glued in, so now I'll put it together. Looking good so far. That's all together now, just a screw and a squeeze and we should be good. I couldn't work it out for a minute. I was getting an interference fit when I was closing up the case. Turned out this needs to come off because this one replaces it, because this one's so mangled. Didn't recognize them as the same thing, thought that was just an extra layer, but hopefully now that should all go together nice and easy. And there we go, just like that. We have a good as new key with 3 working buttons. Very nice. We had to get some extra hardware involved to get rid of all this old glue that someone had put in that was not helping us, but we got there in the end. Ta-da! Well, we've run out of time with Alexander today. We didn't have as many quick wins as we wanted. The mirror fuse is connected to a whole bunch of other things, so we couldn't just disconnect the mirror fuse, so that's a shame, but we'll have to dig a little deeper there or work out how to fix that back stop. The stereo, we unplugged and plugged in the amplifier, which I didn't bother showing you because it didn't work, so that's still exactly the way it was. We did fix that key. That was a nice quick win, that's great. I ripped out the old mats and put in some cheapies, and we also removed a phone cradle. Here we go, an old Nokia phone cradle. That came out in about 2 minutes, which is really nice. It was all attached in under here and in here, but luckily for these cars, if you pull this all the way back, these are literally just a pop fit, like that, and all the connections were just under there. So that was a very quick fix. At least that tidied everything up in here now. So the interior at least looks good. And we're off to the mechanics now, see if it's worth actually putting some time and money into this guy and getting him out working for us. So off we go. That's not much of a thing today, but hey, at least we've started, and now you know Alexander. So we'll catch you next time.